sorry, I'm using my iPhone and I didn't get to turn it sideways because I don't have my phone holder set up that way. But here's my rant for the day. It's kind of funny. I went the other day to do an estimate for a person who replied to my Craigslist ad, and I thought it was funny that his email was blocked. It just says like Craigslist reply, some kind of number, whatever. But since the guy gave me his address right away, I just went to his house, took a look at it, gave him an estimate. And the funny thing is, when I give people estimates and I tell them what their total is, that includes New Jersey state sales tax. It's easier to just give the totals with the tax and figure it out on the bill than explain to people why they have to pay tax, even though everybody in America knows you have to pay tax. And since I'm a legitimate business, I pay sales tax every quarter. So there's 4 quarters in a year. Usually my first quarter, the time it ends is mostly winter, so I don't have to pay anything that time because I don't bring anything in. But the second, third, and fourth quarter, because of spring cleanups, mowing, fall cleanups, you pay taxes, which anybody who's running their business legitimately knows that. So I go to the guy's house, give him an estimate. I think I gave him the estimate last night, and finally hear back from him this morning. And I just told him it was a monthly billing, and so he questioned, how many times I show up. Then he questioned, first he told me that the house is for sale, which, okay, that's fine. So I'll just be, I would be cutting it until it's done, until he sells it. Then this morning, he sends me an email saying he needs my business registration because now it's a rental property and the state requires him to have proof of business registration, or he has to deduct 7% from my bill for sales tax, which, okay, but my bills include sales tax, so I don't know why he threw that in right away. So I asked him for a link to the New Jersey website that states this, and he did provide it right away. So I'm still suspicious because the email is blocked, and if it's like a legitimate person, why wouldn't you unblock your email? My email's not blocked. He's got my actual email address, but I don't have this guy's email address, so I think it's weird. I don't know if it's the state checking up on people, which, if it is, I'm glad in a way, because there is a lot of illegitimate people trying to cut lawns and do whatever, and in New Jersey it has been a big problem, so I guess it's nice to know that they're checking on people. But the more I talk to the guy, the more I think that he's just like, I don't know, he's either fishing for something, or he is just a legitimate person looking for the right information. But since he asked for this stuff, and I'm not going to trust anybody with no actual email address, just like a Craigslist response number, which I've never seen before. Every time somebody replies to my ad, their email address pops up, and when I reply to them, they get my email address, and we start a conversation, and we have each other's information. Real easy, real simple. But this guy's never comes up. It's just a Craigslist response. So I'm a little leery about giving information to people. So when I responded back, I said, okay, when I meet with you to sign the contract, I'll be more than happy to show you my tax ID form and my business registration, all my legitimate paperwork. I have proof of insurance, I have everything. So what I also did was I responded and said, and I'll be more than happy to add 7% to your bill for your total with tax, even though originally my estimate included tax. But why should I lose out and kind of pay for the tax myself when I'll just add it, even though I was going to include it originally, because I think there's something fishy going on. So I responded back and said I'll be more than happy to meet you in person. And the guy's like, oh, well, if you just give me your company name, I can look it up online, blah, blah, blah. Well, my email address has my company name in it. So he should be able to look up the stuff by my email address if he's legitimately looking for the right information and not trying to get something weird. So I responded again that said it would be much easier to meet in person, sign the contract, and show you proof of all the information. Well, I've yet to hear back from the guy, which I find weird. If you legitimately live in a house, you legitimately want work done, how come you can't meet with the person you want to do the work? I've met every person I've worked for. In fact, last year only one person filled out, signed the contract, mailed it to me without meeting them. I wound up happening to meet them while I was cutting their grass in the house, and they were very nice people, legitimate. Like, I like to meet with all the people, so I know everybody's legitimate. I know that I'm going to get paid. I know that they're happy with the work, and everybody's happy. If something starts off suspicious and weird, I'm not happy, the other person's not going to be happy, so why wouldn't you want to meet? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but I guess everybody's different. So in the back of my mind, though, I wonder if it's a legitimate person looking for work. Is the state really checking up on people? Which is good, because really you should not be cutting grass without any registration. If your business isn't registered, you're not paying taxes. I'm sure everybody thinks paying taxes is annoying, but it's what you got to do. Like, I gotta meet with my accountant on Friday, go over all my business stuff, find out my personal taxes. Everybody has to pay taxes. So if you are dealing with people that don't have insurance, don't pay taxes, aren't registered, that's your own personal problem. I have all the proof, but if you don't want to meet, that seems suspicious to me. So I don't know what's going on, and for what I charged the guy for the month for his small lawn, I don't think it's even worth the hassle. But we'll see what happens. I'm still waiting for an email. Right now I'm driving about 52 miles to go work on the lawnmowers because it's a nice day, even though it's supposed to snow again next week, which I hope it does. But we'll see what happens. Weather's pretty messed up lately. So I also tried to get some tire tubes today. I went to a place that had them the last time. They don't have them. They were going to order them, which I thought was cool, but I was really looking forward to getting them today. But if I have to order something, I might as well just go on the internet and order a bunch of stuff that I need versus ordering something from one place, going to pick it up, then ordering other stuff on the internet. I might as well just do it all at once. So I told them to hold off on that.